Don't you think it was kind of messed up that every clone trooper in the clone army is a clone of Jango Fett, but when they got to Geonosis and saw their dad's headless corpse lying on the ground, they didn't seem to care? Perhaps it was because Jango is just the clone template, and apart from Boba, most of the clones never really met Jango. And I guess in the end, the clones did kill most of the Jedi, avenging their headless father, but what would happen if Jango Fett raised every clone trooper himself? Gather round, we must complete your training! Today, you are going to witness the full life of a clone trooper from birth, but with a difference. Each clone you see was raised and trained personally by the fearless bounty hunter Jango Fett. You will watch them rise through the ranks, training from a young age, overcoming many challenges, until one day they will face a true test on the battlefront. Hey everyone, it's Andrew. The problem was, Jango Fett had never actually signed up to officially be the father of millions of clones. He actually just wanted a kid and thought that his deal with evil Count Dooku would be the simplest way to have a kid. I asked for one kid. I wanted one kid who was just like me, and instead you made me 200,000 with 1 million more well on the way. What's the deal? I don't want so many kids. I just want one kid. Do you know how messed up that is? Kids, we're learning valuable lessons today. This is to make sure you don't become one of the clones that has to stand in the firing range. This isn't messed up. Jango's killing his own kids in the cloning facility on Kamino. It's like that mission from 2005 Battlefront 2, where you play as Boba Fett coming back to kill the other clones on Kamino. Are they crying? I think they're crying when they get shot, man. Dude, this is so sad. Kids, that's how you shoot.
Amazing.
Jango knew that he had to be harder on Boba. He was the special clone after all, and needed special training. Boba, my boy, the challenge is on you. I want you to make it all the way across here. You can do it, son. Prove that you're different to the other clones and you can't only make it halfway. All right, this is my chance to prove myself to Dad. Oh, nearly got fried. Boba. Oh my gosh. The rumors were true. Boba Fett was indeed invincible. Boba, my boy, you did it. No other clone made it across there. You see, this is why you are special. Now drop and give me 20. Jango thought that maybe some of his teachings were too dark for his boys. No, they had to be hardened if they were going to make it out there. Otherwise, they'll crumble under the pressure on the front lines. I should also warn you, some of you will likely die. Death is part of life, kids. To build an army stronger than any... Oh, one kid's dead. Man, I really just need some time to relax. I need some time alone to just reset all the kids. There's too many of them, man. How am I dealing with this? I need some... I said no one come in here! Why is everyone in my bedroom? I miss being a child. I miss playing video games when I was young. Oh god, being a father is so hard. Why are you in the bathroom? Dudes, I need to use the bathroom, okay? The clones were so devoid of a father figure that they couldn't part. Why are you in here? Prime Minister of Kamino, please help me. The kids have been following me around. I never agreed to having this many children, and now I am burdened with being a father. It is your duty, Jango. You must take care of the children and see that they grow into the clones they deserve to be. I know you're only doing this for money, by the way, so I probably will end up killing you at some point. You were never really that great a prime minister. A few years passed, and the clones' training was progressing. Kids, I'm so proud to have seen you all grow into mature versions of me. You're literally me without the scars. You guys notice that? One day, you will have to fight on the battlefronts of Geonosis against a gigantic droid army that are merciless, that will kill you without hesitation. You must be ready for this day, and that is why we must recommence your training now that you are older. Jango could see the shocked expressions his words had left on the faces of his boys. Now that the kids are older, at least I can finally spend some time alone in my room, away from all of the annoying clones of myself. Seriously, I thought we solved this when you were all kids. Why are you in my room? Jesus Christ. Look at them all. They're all me. They're all versions of me. How can this be? What have I done? What has become of my life? You see, here are many great artifacts from the galaxy. If you are lucky enough in your travels, you may get to see some of these artifacts. This was a lightsaber from a Jedi I once killed. I was very proud of that kill. Alright, kids. I wanted to do something special for you all. I know it's all your birthday. Happy birthday to all of you. Hooray, celebrate. Yay, yay. Alright guys, I've been promising this for years. I know none of you knows what it feels like to be outside, to feel the rain of Kamino on your face, on your skin. It's going to be cold, it's going to be wet, and it's going to be miserable. Come with me. This is your first foray into the outside world. And so Jango, for the first time, took his clone children out into the rain of Kamino. They were fraught with fear, struggling to walk along the platform. Careful not to slip out here, kids. I've done my fair share of slipping and sliding on these. Why do they make it so slow? Alright boys, the time has come. It's time to roll out to Geonosis. Make sure you suit up. I will be putting on my armor as well, and I will see you on the battlefront. And so Jango traveled to the Venator above Geonosis, awaiting to give his men, his boys, one final speech before they went into battle. His boys were all getting ready for battle, all now suited up in their clone armor. Good job, boys. You're doing a fine job here. I'm so proud as a father to see you about to go into battle. Alright boys, we're here. That is the planet you are going to. You can see the red desert of Geonosis is rather different to where you grew up on Kamino. This is going to be unlike anything you've experienced before, but I believe in all of you boys. I believe you will be capable of whatever happens down there, and you will stick together at all costs. And you will remember, you are the living, breathing DNA of Jango Fett. He walked the hallways, wondering if this could be the last time he would see all of his boys. The boys had caused him so much grief and havoc, and yet brought him so much love and joy. It was at this moment he'd realized that he did indeed love his boys, regardless of how they treated him. They were always there, looking out for him. And now they had become men in an army. Jango and his boys made their final preparations before battle. However, there was something Jango hadn't told them. Something he'd been keeping a secret all these years. Something he was lying about. Something dark. Before the clones arrived, he was meeting with a former accomplice.
Now we're here, let us begin.
Dooku, you didn't tell me you were going to clone an army of hundreds of thousands of me, millions of me. You made millions of me. You never told me that, Dooku. Why? Jango, my dear boy, fear not. You will get your prize once the battle is over. You've held up your part of the deal, raising the children on Kamino. Yes, this entire time, Jango had been promised a paycheck, a cash payment to set him up for a lifetime, which he was to receive after Count Dooku saw his clones in action. Now, come, we must observe the battle from afar. And try not to jump off any balconies where the Jedi are swinging their light swords. Jango looked up to the Venator above Geonosis. Even though he'd raised more clones than he'd bargained for, his bond with them had grown strong. He feared for their lives. Jango, having brought Boba with him, as he was not yet old enough for battle, took his position on the balcony above the arena. And Boba had brought a balloon because he was still celebrating his birthday. The clone troopers had landed. This was their first time in battle, and they weren't dealing with it too well. Don't panic, remember what our dad said! Oh my gosh! It's fine, guys, relax. Oh my god, they're all gonna die. Do what we have to do, guys, remember our training! It's fine. Guys, seriously, get your act together. Why are you all freaking out? Come on! They're literally all just scared. Guy, this is not what we trained for. Look, you're literally being killed by this thing's tail. Didn't know you could use it? Oh my god, it jumps. Please, guys! Oh my god. Ah! Well, at least it's not attacking my brothers! Ah! Please, help me. Please, why am I the only one? Hello there, Acklay. Brothers. Oh my god, I got pincered. I'm being pincered by an Acklay. This is the stuff of nightmares. Oh my god.
Master Windu, how pleasant of you to join us.
This party's over.
Suddenly, in this moment, Jango snapped. The arena was swarmed with Jedi. After what had just happened, Jango hated their kind and swore revenge. His boys battled on against the droids. This is what we trained for, men! Stick together! Oh my god. Timmy lost his helmet. There's too many of them! They keep coming! Brothers, we need to look out for Dad. Wait! Dad! No! No! 200,000 units cried out in pain, with 1 million more cries well on the way. Jango, their father, had been attacked by the Jedi Mace Windu and then crushed by his own boy's gunship, a tragedy his boys would never recover from. It was in that moment all the clones at once knew what had to be done. My brothers, our father is gone. A Jedi known by the name of Mace Windu is responsible for his death. And I want you to band together with me in taking down this Windu. Brothers, what you might not realize is that not only have you been trained in the ways of being a soldier, but also in the ways of bounty hunting. Today we must channel what my father taught us and go and hunt down this Mace Windu. Together, Jango's boys fought off the remaining waves of Geonosians and battle droids while reflecting on their father's death. Alone, they were nothing. Together, they were stronger. They were brothers. They were Jango's boys. And so Boba took his father's ship and traveled far away to the planet of Coruscant. His brothers watched on from the land below as he took off. Would this be the last time they saw his starship? They hoped not. So Boba Fett landed on Coruscant. Boba and his clone bounty hunter brothers walked the streets of Coruscant, ready for any challenge that came before them. There we go. All together now. You guys take the next taxi. We may have lost many brothers during the Battle of Geonosis, but this is our chance for redemption. This is our chance for retribution, men. This is our chance to avenge our father who taught us the ways of the soldier and the ways of the bounty hunter. As the boys marched through the Jedi Temple, fear and terror spread throughout the hallways in all those that watched on helplessly, as the clones did as they pleased. Do you know the whereabouts of Mace Windu? Do you know the whereabouts of Mace? Do you know the whereabouts of Mace Windu? Mate, he didn't know. Tell me where Master Windu is now, tell me! And so the clones cautiously but eagerly made their way into the council chambers where they knew Master Windu was hiding. Master Windu. My name is Boba Fett. These are my clone brothers. You killed our father. Prepare to die. And so, just like that, the clones had avenged their father. But the clones knew there was something still awry. They felt a lack of direction, having lost their father, and now needed a new father figure. They traveled across the city.
You there, did you ever hear of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
No. None of us heard that. Anyway, we're here because we don't have a father figure. I thought after killing Mace Windu, we should probably come celebrate, but also our dad died, so we need a dad. So, can you be our dad? I will teach you the ways of the dark side. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Palpy, that don't sound so good. We kind of just, you know, we're looking to start a better life kind of thing, you know? Like, our dad's died, we've lived a life of war and bounty hunting. I think it's time we turn the page in our chapter, if that makes sense to you. If you're not with me, then you are my enemy! Alright, man, the time has come. Execute Order 76. And so, Boba Fett and his Kaminoan brothers had turned the page, hoping for a new life, a better life, away from war, away from violence. Unlike Anakin in this game here, where he uses Force Lightning, makes Mace Windu take a seat, and also kills Obi-Wan Kenobi, all in this video here.